some new stuff about Unreal Engine 5. Let's see what we got for now. Okay, I remember I manage animations. We got striding going. So great, and this guy doesn't do anything like at all, from as far as I remember. This is the basic event graph, third person character. Okay, this is the worst possible way to do sprinting or slow walking, so I'm deleting that. Okay, I need to learn some new stuff. So I need ability system game feature actions, I need game feature, and I need modular gameplay. I also need gas companion, and I need combo graph. Also, HR Pro is now available directly through Marketplace. I wonder if I delete the one that I have in my project files, it will break or not. Let's go through it again. So this is all plugins, project plugins. Oh yeah, and this one I can also install through Epic Games. That's a very good interaction plugin. Oh, got it installed in 5.0 already. Good. So I can disable this one. And let's see what else could be useful. Already enabled combo graph. Yes, oh, definitely easy ballistics. Yes, yes. I think that's everything. Huh. Where's the... Oh, okay. The integration plugin doesn't allow me to be enabled from here because it is here. But this is an old version, so I have to remove it later on. But I'm not going to work with it today. I'm going to make separate stuff on it. Someone just wrote that he has problem with enabling HR Pro, and this is a common problem because you see this is very long, and if you have it as a window like this, you probably won't be able to toggle it, at least in Unreal Engine 4. But if you make it wider and you see that those stop being on top of each other, then you will be able to toggle it. So yeah, this is how you solve it. It's unfortunate because in Unreal Engine 4, if this text and this text is long enough, this link is like hiding this button, so you can't press it. Besides, this plugin should be auto-activating itself after installation, but if you have to do it manually, then do it like this. Hope that helps. Okay, so those are all plugins I want to work with. And restart. Wow, 7 viewers on YouTube immediately. That's a lot. Okay. Oh, yes, definitely. This is something you need to do. and this is something you have to do by just clicking those information. And I might just reset the project again. So I'll just close it. By the way, do you see low frame rate when I'm streaming? Because it's just when I have streaming on one screen and I am streaming actually the second screen, it sometimes acts really strange. Okay, showing folder, plugins, and I am deleting those plugins. I will just have ones that I have inside the engine. Okay, this should work. Okay, got it installed. Okay. And let's enable this one. And this should be the last restart I need. About chat, yeah, no problem. If you have any other questions during my stream, even if it's off topic to what I'm streaming right now, don't hesitate, just ask. I don't have problems with that. Okay. So I don't need this. I don't need this for now. I am done with this. 30 FPS, that's super low. If I full screen. Play. It's running at 50-60. Streaming is taking quite a toll on my hardware for some reason. Huh. Okay, this guy works pretty well. So this is a solid start, at least. So let's work on this class a bit more. So, what do we need? We need ability system. To be implemented in C++. So there are different ability system components that are inherited through through plugins, but I guess they should be compatible with just standard ability component. So you can do gas ability component, a default one, added to our character, and that shouldn't be an issue for any of those systems. Okay. Can delete that for now. Okay, I wanted to make some weapons. I need to go to the simple character, open him up again, and I got two meshes here. So there's the original mesh and there's the retarget low poly mesh, and the low poly mesh is using the live retarget, so it has almost empty animation graph, just doing this, and it's running these retarget options that I've set. And the main mesh, he's running the actual animation graph, and he's running the mannequin animations on him. So he got this simple thing here, and this AJR core anim instance. Hi, your merely medieval tutorial is great. Thanks. I'm not very happy with it, honestly. I think I could do a better job, and I will surely try. Okay. Oh, I wanted to try something. Here we have this to land. So this is state alias. And I wanted to use those state aliases here, but I'm not sure how to do that. So let's do a state alias, and this alias will be to idle. And now, how do you really use them? If I created one, okay, let's look at the one that we have here. Okay, name jump for loop. So it means it can go from here and it can go from here. So those two can trigger this one, and it gets triggered if this happens. So this is how it works. Okay. So to idle works from walk run. That's what I would imagine. Oh, and by the way, AJR Pro got updated to Unreal Engine 5 today, so you can install it directly through the engine. Okay, so I should do it like this. Idle not. No, not this. Ah, where's the not boolean? This one. And this is 0.2 inertialization. We can add state, turn in place. And event graph. So this is unrelevant. I don't need to set it up anyway. Now, this was for trajectory for motion matching that I was testing, so it's unrelevant as well. So I just have to set things here. This is jumped, and now I need is turning. So I need to set is turning if lean value absolute is greater than 0. So if it is, then we are turning, and if we are turning, I also want to have turning left, and this is if lean value is greater than 0, then set turning left. Now why I'm setting it here is because I want this entire graph to be fast pass. Is turning, and here will be is turning not. So within the defaults of this anim graph, oh man, where's the class defaults? Or class settings, there is a use multi-thread animation, yeah, and warn about blueprint usage. This is important. Set it to true, default is false, and it will give you a warning whenever you are doing calculations within anim graph, which you shouldn't do. So this will help. Yeah. Here is turning not, goes back to idle, and here plant by bool, and active will be turning left. Turning left, this one. So if you are turning left, then 90L not pistol, not keypad, not lever. This one, turn 90 right. But not evaluate, but play. Okay. And they should have also play rate that we want to bind. Oh, I need to make lean absolute value as well. Okay, let's go back here, and we need this absolute value to promote to variable and call it turning speed. Okay. Okay, and here play rate will be turning speed, and here will be turning speed. This is left right, plant is 0.1. Okay, those will be of course inertialization, this will be inertialization. So this is to idle, this is to locomotion, and this can go from idle and turning in place if not idle, which makes sense, and this is if idle, then goes here. Okay, let's see if my thinking is correct. Yeah, my turn in place speed is really big. Okay, so if lean ABS greater than so this is turning. Let's make it like 0.05. 0.5 at least, a threshold for turning in place. Turning left, this is okay. And now let's go to class defaults. And in class defaults, we have AGR setup, lean smoothness, and aim smoothness. I want to increase lean smoothness to like 15, so it interrupts a lot faster. Okay, no, I want to actually decrease it. Or I can make it still 6, but I can make target frame rate is fine. So this is just a const. So if I make it to, no, that's actually okay, because this should play animation speed maximum would be 3. So where's my movement? I don't need trajectory anymore. Character movement component, what's my turn speed? 500. So it's a bit too much. Let's go back here and let's make it 5 maybe. Oh wait, someone's writing to me. Okay. Do I have a desire to make tutorials on mobile? Oof. Mobile is actually a very hard platform to work with. It's a lot harder than consoles even. I had some experience with mobile, and that wasn't fun experience. You need to install like dozens of SDKs. Now Unreal Engine 5 makes it a lot simpler for you, but it's still pretty tedious. Okay, this guy now turns in place and moves pretty organic. Let's make his walk speed a bit greater. What's his walk speed? Oh, come on, let's make like 370. So he can actually jog. Okay, so that's an empty character that can move, and there's nothing more to him really. We can start making some game features and start using them, because that's really cool new thing in Unreal Engine. Oh, nice. Attributes, region. Those are gameplay effects, okay. I need to actually go through Guest Companion. This is the combo graph. I need to go through Guest Companion. I need to create attributes for my character. Do I think that making a realistic tank in Unreal Engine is very hard? With chaos physics vehicles, probably not. Probably should be very doable. I got some really nice packs I wanted to work with, but they are not realistic. Do I have any tanks? I mean, there are those free assets by Vigilante, and they look pretty cool. And as far as I know, they have pretty well working suspension and movement. So you could try that. There's a lot of really good content for tanks. Like tank games in general are very popular genre of games. Okay, what did I wanted to do? Yeah, I wanted to add a gameplay feature. And I wanted to see. I need to get familiar with some of the new stuff. Okay, I can close this. Actually, those inputs should be a feature as well. So let's maybe do that as a feature first. Jesus Christ, how did you make features? I think it was through the plugins window, right? Yes, okay. So we want to make a game feature which is content only because I'm shit with C++. Uh, okay, so game features. Third person. I'm speaking with alphabetic actor. Oh! Third person. Plugins, game features. Oh, plugins. Well, it is. So what's your problem now? That I don't have a folder. Game features, right? Third person. Okay. And create this plugin. Okay, great. We got it going. And now I'll be able to move all those features to this basically. So we got this data asset that controls this, and now we can add new stuff. So let's add a folder, call it controls, and we can add inputs, and we can add input action. Input action underscore jump. We can add input action underscore walk forward, input action walk right, and the basic third person template don't have anything more, right? So you can go here. Oh, what's this? Mappable input config. No, I don't need player bindable config. And I need input mapping underscored third person. Okay. And I need input action jump. And I need spacebar. And if I don't put triggers modifiers, it will be default, so pressed. And that's fine for me. I don't need to add it. I need input action underscore. Oh, I got tons of it from the low poly shooter pack, but I only need animations from it. Walk forward, and I need another one, which is the input action walk right. Okay, so walk forward. Is detection? No. How did I? Oh, okay, it's here. It's not digital, it axis 1D. So it has a different type of value, and walk right is also axis 1D. The axis 2D and 3D are terrible to work with for some reason. Let's close this one. Save those and get back here. Okay, input action jump, input action walk forward, and now this will have W and oh wait, I need to redo those two. Okay, walk forward. Oh snap, how did you do that? Mobile has large capitalization market. Well, yes, it has, but on the other hand, in mobile you can make any game that is even completely terrible, and as long as you have money for marketing, it will be a success. It's a bit sad, but this is how it works. Wait, I'm missing something. I'm definitely missing something. Okay, yes, trigger modify. Okay. Walk forward. Trigger. Triggers, modifiers. No. Value is Nexus, so that's good. It will be easier if I take a peek how it's done here. input action, input mapping. Does it have input mapping? Okay, this is all in low poly pack data inputs. Data input. What? Oh, weapon swap. Okay, that makes more sense. I just don't like that. So I just make it like this, and then I just add another and make it like this, and I make it a modifier that it's negated, I guess. And how are those modifiers done? Swizzle input axis value. Okay. Swizzle's input axis value, and this one is just negate and no modifier at all. That's interesting. And this input movement is axis 2D. Oh, nice. So now I can learn how to use axis 2D from this example. That makes sense. So let's get me back to my third person plugin. Instead of controls, let's call it inputs. Let's delete those. I just force delete. And there is none. Okay, great. Input action. Let's call it movement or grounded movement, and it's an axis 2D type. And the modifier is down. No, it was trigger, right? Trigger is down. Yeah, not modifier. So when the button is being pressed, then it's being called. Okay, and here grounded movement, and we got this, and this. So A, D, and now we need modifiers. So this will be, I thought that scalar, but it's visual input axis value. So this is the y-axis. Okay, that makes sense. So S is two modifiers. It's negate and it's swizzle input. So then move right, which is D, is without any modifiers, and A uses just the modifier of negate. Yeah, I think. So A is negate and D is nothing. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Okay, so we just got two inputs, and we can say here, we can say action. When this gets relevant, add an action, and we don't want to add ability, we don't want to add anim layers. Attribute defaults, cheats, components. We want to add the input mapping. Okay. And the input mapping we want to add is our input mapping, the one that we have here, with the priority 0. So this should add new input mapping for our controller. So if this so I can now use enhance inputs, jump, okay, but jump should be a hold. So trigger is triggers for when input is released after having been oh, okay, and hold trigger remain activated for hold time threshold seconds or repeatedly fire. We wanted to fire once. Remained created for hold time threshold seconds. Okay, so we want pressed. Okay. Oh, and my cat wants to leave the room. Come on, let me open the door. Go, go, go. There you go. Okay. So jumping is could be done even completely different than this. But I guess input action grounded movement. So I guess this should probably work if I do it like this. So the x, y, z is 0 and this is the length. Will it work? We're going to see, as I will disable those executions. And just remain this one. You have problem with Sinti characters with ILS. Well, the new retarget options solves most of the problems really when it comes down to animations. You just need to make good mapping. Like I am running animations from mannequin directly, live retargeted, and I don't seem to have any problems. Okay, I can't move front, back, left, right now, which is great. What I wanted. But this should start triggering now. Contains invalid data. Oh, okay, I can't refer to the inputs. Okay, maybe I should get basic inputs away from here. And move them to somewhere like here. New folder. Inputs. Probably just the mapping should be here and the base inputs should be here. And now it should actually work. So how it works is that those special plugins, game features, they are aware of all the content you have in your game, but your game is not aware of the features. So I can make this mapping, input action, grounded movement, input action, jump. What? Oh, okay, it did refresh. Okay, so can close this. I just need this guy. So this now should compile without issues and this should play. But it doesn't give me any information. Watch this value. Watch this value. Watch this value. So I should have those inputs registered, but nothing is happening. Oh, maybe it's because we need to set to install registers loaded. Active yet again. And maybe now. Nope, not even close. Wonder why. Like if I go here, I can even just watch this value. I hit play here. I can just put it on the second monitor. And I'm adding inputs and nothing is happening. Game features are annoying. They are great, but they're annoying. It is active. Oh, okay. I forgot about very important thing. Begin play. Game features subsystem. Register in. Wait, what? No. Let me check out the gameplay features official page. UE5 game features and modular gameplay. Okay, so I'm just reading on the official wiki. It helps a lot. Data registry source. Oh, it's not this one. It's game framework component manager, and we can just add receiver, and the receiver is, well, self, but it need to be a reference to an object. It just says self, but it's not set to self by default. Use gameplay features, and we need to do the same for the controller. What's our player controller? We don't have a player controller, so we need one. Gameplay functional test. Boom, player controller, BP, simple PC. Okay, event graph, just paste it. Class defaults. Attach to Pound, yes please. And this should be enough. So now they both can receive inputs. Other way to do it is to reparent the base class to modular class, but we can just do it like this. Null entry in action. Oh, I need to delete this. It cannot be empty. Okay, let's save it. Registered loaded active. So it is active by default. Now this should work, I guess. No, it's still not loaded. Okay, so this needs to be called before the parent even, which is also important to know. Okay, back here, gameplay, same for the player controller. Okay. Oh, did I enable enhanced input in the project? Let's see. here's the input. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Enabling a feature that I'm trying to use will be very helpful for it to actually start working. Okay, save everything and let's go here. It's still not registering. That's annoying. Let's go through documentations. Adding data registry. Maybe my previous inputs are blocking the use of the advanced ones. I should just clear them. Yeah, let's just clear everything. And let's go through chat. Did I apply my context inputs? Well, my context input should be applied through the gameplay feature. And this gameplay feature is initial state active, which means that it's loaded by default. So it should work. I disabled the default binding, so this should help. It's not a tutorial. I'm not also making a game. I'm just learning through new stuff, making some foundations, like really core foundations. So it's okay. Now I don't have any inputs. Yep, nothing is working. Thank you. What? Yes. Anyone has any clue? I'm open to suggestions. What could be wrong here? Why this is not being... like this gas companion, like this should work. This should work with just standard player controller that is receiver of advanced inputs. I shouldn't have to do anything more than that. The inputs are here. The input binding is here. It's not triggering this when I am adding some input. Let me try input action jump. Just print string on trigger. And let's see if space does anything. No shit. Okay, so just hit play. No, I don't even get this print string. So it looks like this input mapping is not being called at all. So this is not doing anything. Gas modular character. Let's try it. So if I do that, now I have two ability systems. One is inherited, one is not. So I can delete this one. And I no longer have to do this because it's done in C++. So now this is the modular character from Gas Companion. And I can also go to my controller. No, not this one. My controller, modular controller. And I can delete this, and I can again just reparent blueprint to modular player controller. Okay. If now it won't work, I will be very surprised. Okay, I'm trying to trigger space and nothing is happening. Maybe I need to just register it, save it, and activate it. Add input mapping. Okay. Nothing, jumping, nothing. Let me do a quick read on the enhanced inputs. Or let's go through enhanced inputs. Okay, so it's a hidden component of the player controller. My player controller is, oh, okay. Yeah, I made one more error in gameplay. Here I need to make this PC my default player controller. Forget about that. That's probably it. Okay. And if I press spacebar, it says hello now. Okay, yeah, it was this. Whew. So to use gameplay features, I don't see using them without a guest companion at this point, at least, or without C++. But I want to avoid C++ as much as I can. What other inputs? There should be actually gameplay. Let's go here. What other inputs do we need? We need looking left and right. Look around. Oh, input action, I forgot to add. Input action underscore look around. Okay, so this is also an axis 2D. It will be set up very similar to this one. So this will be trigger. Okay. Just down with no threshold. Okay, we do want it to retrigger. So we got this, and now in our mapping, we are adding a look around, and we'll have mouse X, and we'll have mouse Y. So the Y will have a modifier of the Y-axis, and X will not have any modifier. Okay. And here, look around. We'll have basically this. Let me take it here. Split structure pin. So this will be left. Oh no, not this one. It's actually this one. So this will be here. This will be here, and this will trigger like this. And this no longer exists. I don't care for this as well. This doesn't exist. And this needs to be in relation to controller or the camera. So we're going to have to do something about that as well. Let's see if this works. Okay. Just hit play. Okay, the x-axis works, the y need to be negated. That's everything. I'm starting to get a hand of this. It's not that bad as I thought. Okay, and for ground movement, right now, Right now it's not in relation to the controller. Yeah, it's in world space, so we need to rotate it like we did um, here. So we are taking this as world direction, and we're doing this direction. So this is getting the forward vector, this is getting the right vector. I mean, the scale is cool. Let's see how this is being perceived. So, oh, so A and D is the X, perceived X. Okay, so first of all, this. The length is fine. So this is world direction. So we want to get camera component. If we have it here, follow camera. We want to get component by, I don't know what, for this character we want to actually make a function. Can we get active camera? No, we need to make this. Okay. Get active camera. Because we might have a camera that is first person camera. So let's just do this and let's make it a pure function. So we got this as reference. Get world rotation, and from the world rotation we just want this, make rotator here, and we want to multiply. I guess we want to multiply. No. We want to get forward vector and right vector. And we want now to multiply by this. And I will just do it as two events, and then we just want to add those two together, and then we want to split and just do this. Maybe. Ah shit, it works. I didn't think it will work. I am terrible with vectors, usually. So we can even do this. Collapse nodes and make it direction and scale from a reference point. So I can then swap camera to, let's say, get controller. From this spawn, and here this self is scene component object reference, scene component. Yeah, I could just get root component. I can just set it like this, and the effect will be the same. Difference is that this is sensitive to camera lag, for example, but this is just an example of how you can do it. So this will be very universal for any future inputs. So we got this, we got camera input mouse, and we don't have jump here at all because we're going to make jump as an ability. New abilities, and we're going to go into guest companion, gameplay ability, common, what? No. Abilities, no. Then we just want to make a new blueprint and make it ability. Gameplay ability. Ability input binding component. Query component. Oh, there's already a character jump, but I don't want to use this one. I want to use. So this is child of gameplay ability. So I want to make gameplay ability. I want to make it GA. Thank you, autosave. Ability underscore jump. Okay. And I want to have data table, which will be blue, and I need miscalus data table, gameplay tag table row, okay, and go DA project tags. And no, not editor settings, project settings. Let's go through the comments quickly. I wasn't paying attention for the last few minutes. Full body IK for hands, yeah. So the new retarget solver is doing that. You just have to map fingers and make finger mapping, and it usually works pretty well. Also, you can just inside the retarget character, you can make IK targets that make certain correction, and the retargeter itself can have correction, like static correction to hands location in bone space. So you can adjust your hands holding the gun like inside the retargeter already. Okay, let's go here again. Project settings, gameplay tags. Okay, and we got combo graph. We got okay, and we want to add table. It's a data table, not data asset, but that's yes. And let's see if I screwed it up. No, thank God it was empty still. So let's add a new one. And let's make the tag ability dot I don't know how to call it, common, ordinary, or even common jump. Okay, all the input mappings I can close. Okay, let's go back here, abilities, ability jump. So ability tag is ability common jump. Cancel with tags, block abilities with tags, nothing here. Input, replicate input directly. No need. Okay. Execution policy, local prediction, net security, client or server, so the client can trigger, yes. Override can activate ability. I don't really need to do anything here. I can just return true. Activate ability from event, commit, execute. What is commit execute? Oh, okay, so this is like a pre-check. So we need this and this. On ability end, we need get avatar, I guess. Yeah, get avatar from actor info. So this is actor object reference, cast to character. We can cast to C++ classes. It's not heavy action when you are casting to them. And jump and stop jumping. Okay. Event activate ability. We're doing exactly the same. And we're saying jump. So this doesn't allow us to hold the jump button. It will be just trigger ball jump. So it might not fit all purpose. Let's see. Oh, the IK goals. What I meant is that when I have the retargeter and I have blueprints. Okay, let's open this guy. And I have this. You have those two poses, right? And you can actually even make offset of 0, so they are touching each other, so you can like make sure that things are correctly done. And besides changing the rotation of the bones, what you can do, you can pick any of those. So let's say you want to pick I don't know, left leg, and you can do FK adjustment, and you can do IK adjustment, um, and you can have static offsets, and you can have also static rotation from far as I know. So you can add rotation or offset. So if you want those poses to be absolutely 100% ending up in the same way, there are ways to do it. I just don't need it for third person examples I'm doing. For first person, it would be more important. But for first person, oh here, but for first person, ILS is terrible. ILS doesn't have proper aim offset for first person, and pose search that it's using, it makes first person animation feel a bit janky, a bit delayed. It just doesn't look very good. I can add ability triggers. I can add trigger tag. I can make it a gameplay event. So this is one way to do jumping. But I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to actually grant this ability within my gameplay feature. So here I want to add abilities, and I can add multiple abilities here. So it's going to list, and first one will be jump. Ability. What? GA underscore. It doesn't see. Oh, actor class. Okay, sorry. Character. Any character. Granted abilities is jump. Oh, okay. So this is the input. It's activate or action started, and granted ability is jump. No. No, yes. Why does it act like attribute defaults? I'm not adding attributes, I'm adding abilities. What's wrong with that? Oh, ability type, GA jump. Granted attributes, nothing. So I'm just giving this ability on this input mapping. Let's see. Oh, and I have to, of course, again, re-trigger it. Close, close. I will need that. Close. Here. Registered active. Okay. Probably my inputs are incorrect because I can just trigger it once. Inputs, jump, pressed. Let's do triggers none. Let's see. I can't use it again. Oh, of course I can't. I didn't finish the ability. Jump and ability. Okay. Yes, it's this. It should be this. Like it should just jump and end. No, it ends too fast. Okay, let's disconnect this again for a second. Activate ability, give ability, grant ability. I mean, grant ability and give is the same, I guess. And activate once. Interesting. I should probably add the gameplay events. Okay, common landed. Send gameplay event to self. And this will be event gameplay event common landed payload. Wow, this is really nice. Yeah. Oh wait, split structure pin. I guess that I can. No, I heard I can use hit event as part of this as payload. Oh, never mind. So we are now sending this input jump listen event. Wait gameplay event received. This is landed. Okay. Okay, now I can retrigger when I land. But if I end it immediately, it breaks. Yeah, it just stops immediately on one frame. Okay, so it has to be like this. That's very simple ability. So yeah, now all the inputs and the basic ability is part of a gameplay feature. It's not part of this character. Okay, this is universal, this is universal. That's the entire blueprint that we have right now. I don't need this variable anymore. Okay, taking a break and getting back to gameplay features, I'm going to have to play with animation layers. I freaking hate animation layers, but it's time to learn them. So see you in some time. Oh, do you have any suggestion on how to get out of the tutorial loop? Honestly, I am currently not referring to tutorials. I'm mostly referring just to Unreal Engine official page, so to the docs, and just reading through it. It helps really a lot. And try to figure something out on yourself. And if you are stuck with some feature, maybe just skip it from now and go forward and start doing something else. And go back to that feature when maybe it just comes back to you. I often have this situation that if I just give it a rest, I just wait, it's actually better. Camera control, movement input. Okay, yeah, I'm saving here and I'm going to stream later as well. Thanks for joining me, guys, really. And see you.